السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. My beloved brothers and sisters, I know that we have been here for too long. I personally am also tired as you are. So it's part of the requirement to be tired. That's the way Allah has created me and you. Barakallahu fikum. I will go straight in the topic and try to finish it as soon as possible. Though the topic which has been chosen by me is the longest and the lengthiest. Whether you take it historically, time-wise, and I'm serious about it, or you take it, the concept and the matter in the hadith, both of them I will mention to enlighten you with bi'idhnillah. It's an ideal family. And let me first define what is an ideal family. What does it really mean? An ideal, it means a standard of perfection, beauty or excellence. This is what we call something which is ideal. And a family is a group of two or more persons related by birth, marriage, adoption or something similar. And then they are all considered as being part of the family. So, what is a family? A family means a mother, a father, a husband, a wife, daughters, sons, in-laws and outlaws at the same time. Not chosen by you. I'm pretty sure you guys are, and you Mashaykh, sorry, you get what I'm saying, right? Barakallahu fikum. So, before I really proceed to say more, I would say that perhaps this topic, the ideal family, is a topic which not only one lectures and series is needed. And for that I may humbly request that probably in the next ones it becomes the road to Jannah about the ideal family. In this, each sheikh is given a topic. Someone, for example, talks about drugs. Somebody talks about intoxicants. Another one talks about the youth. Another one talks about marriage. Another one talks about husband from the men's side. Another one talks about wives and from the wife's side. And like this. So we have huge amount of topics to cover and hours it needs. So what I'm just going to say today is an appetizer for those things which are waited inshallah, and hopefully we can do that to Sheikh Harun, brother Harun, in the next one bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So from this it is very clear that this topic is very serious, but I will try to make it not very serious inshallah. Now the title is Road to Jannah. But it could have also been Return to Jannah. Because that is from where we started. That is from where we started. Our road started from the Jannah and it ended up one way in the dunya, and from here now we are trying to return back to it. And that's the reality. It's not some kind of fiction I'm creating, but that's the real part of it. So it may also be very ideal that let us start from the Jannah. Because when you want to return back to something, you need to know what you are committing yourself to. So while we are talking about ideal family, we need to have the knowledge of marriage, knowledge of talaq, right? Divorce. It's a very, very sour word, but it's the fact. We need to know the knowledge of inheritance. We need to know the knowledge of upbringing and so forth. Almost none of this I will be able to present because, as I said, it needs so many conferences. Conference in itself related to talaq or related to only ilmul irth, al-mirath, that will take the whole day and still you won't have enough. So, as I said, I want to start from the beginning of the road. We are, in fact, in the trip returning. Our road is return to Jannah. So, we start with Adam and Hawa. Adam and Eve, husband and wife. Before there were anything for the rest of the mankind, they became husband and wife. If you go and see the history of this husband and wife, at the beginning without the wife, this husband, our father Adam, in his life, the journey started. One of the first things being mentioned before almost anything else was arrogance, jealousy, pride, fitna, kufr, shirk by shaitan. If that shaitan committed all these things in a spa of moment, because of one person, Adam, not that it is any guilt of Adam, la wallah, no blame has to be taken, cannot be, impossible, absolutely wrong to put the blame of Adam. It's on the shaitan, but I'm saying that is what the shaitan is putting on him. That's why he took the respite. Ya Allah, let me live in this world ila yawm al-qiyamah. And not only that, he did not hide anything. The shaitan openly said, I will take each one of them to hellfire. That's what the shaitan said. And Allah gave him the respite. Fine, okay. Try. Those who are religious and abiding citizens of Allah, you have no chance on them. So if our life started with that first husband and wife, in their lifetime, with the challenges, already Adam knows many things about. From here we know to have an ideal life with an ideal family is never ever going to be easy. But each one of us, male and female, husband and wife, are complementary to each other. That's the way Allah created. That's why women are different from men. They can, in many things we all are same. In many things we are different. Something funny came to my mind. If man's mind, it starts to work like a woman, our brain will blow up. It's true, because our wiring is different. Do you really want examples for that? Anyone wants to challenge me? If Sheikh is challenging me, fine. Sheikh, if your wife tells you, akramahallah wa hafidhahallah, okay, good, okay, fine. She tells you, hey, come here, you are Sheikh in the Masjid, not here. And you today have to clean the toilet and change the nappies and do the cooking at the same time. I don't know of the 3 or 4 things where you will be stuck for the rest of your life, right? That's the way men.
I do it without asking.
Oh, so you are smarter than that, mashallah. But we can focus on one thing, right? If you try to focus on 2 and 3, if not today, then tomorrow your fuse will blow up. That's the way Allah created man. You don't blame them. But for a woman, she will do 5 or 10 things and still she is not having any form of, she's not taking any pressure. You just look at her and wonder, man, how is she able to handle those things? Because their fuse doesn't blow up. That's why, yes, it doesn't blow up. And then she may complain to you, why can't you do like me? Of course, I'm created different from you. And that's why it is a compliment. Men and women are different. The moment we have created a society, an environment, laws, whether it is social or whatever laws, you know, you guys are smart, you understand what I'm saying, right? Good, mashallah. And once we started to create this environment and start to make men and women being the same, and they have to compete for the same job, they have to compete in the studies for the same thing, they have to give the interview for the same thing, and they have to be bear the burden of the home, which the man is supposed to do, the least carries on. Then you expect that complementary thingy to survive? No. If you don't believe me, go and see Muslim divorces in Melbourne. When they were getting married and eating biryani, they never invited me. But now they are running after every sheikh and every masjid and every imam, begging for it to be sorted out. We have no control, we have no authority. We are not the law of the land. We can only help and support. And the evidence for that is, if you favor, not favor in the way of illegal, if you think that the man is right, the woman's family will get angry. If you think that the woman is right, and then the man's family will get angry. And they will sort out things in a way which might not be pleasing to Allah Azza wa Jalla. You go and see how they fight with each other. You go and see how much they have to pay to the lawyers. And most of us mashayikh will probably do voluntarily and happily, trying to help out. No, they are happy to go and pay 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 to the lawyers. So why? Because they have got the legal rights, and they will go and, each one is fighting. The woman will say, I put this much of money here. The husband will say, no, you didn't do nothing. So I want the half of the money. This shows where we are. Whereas for all of these things, there is a simple answer in Islam if they want to follow it. But I wanted to tell this to show you, to show to the brothers and sisters how important this topic is and how important it is for all of us to be in it. This is not in any way belittling or demeaning anyone. But you should know, ideal family is a survival kit in which there are two people, husband and wife. A husband who is a man, real man, biologically, and a wife is a biological female. That's how a family is. I hate to say this, Ya Shaykhana, Barakallah Fiqh, because we are in our time, still I'm in my time, but I mean, when we were young boys and things like that, if you go to your dad and say, Abuya, wajadtu wahid abga tazawwaj, Allah ma tara shams gadan. Yeah, I have seen a woman I want to get married to, boom, khalas, you are dead. But then came the next stage. Okay, you saw someone on the road, you can go and say to your mom. Mom is always accommodating for their boys, you know that, right? So she'll say, I'll talk to the dad, don't worry. But now, if your son comes, or you find out through your wife or someone, your son is seeing someone. You know what this language means, right? Your first question is that person whom he is seeing a girl? So once you find out it's a girl, you say, Alhamdulillah. Wallah, no exaggeration, isn't it true? You say, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. My son is still ala al-fitrah. This is the time, our time. So if in this time, when you know huwa ala alaka muharrama, his relationship is all based on haram, but still you breathe the breath of sigh, in a way it only reflects to the time in which we are living. Yes. So there are many things, not that any haram we make halal or any halal we make haram. La wallah, never. I'm only telling you what our situation is currently and how difficult it has become for us to handle this case. And in this, then we want to look for an ideal family. Every one of us, we want peace, tranquility, ideal partnership, Islamic partnership. Not this, because you married, brother, you married, yeah, no, I have a partner. So in Australian and at least Australian and New Zealand Kiwi language, partner means a girlfriend mostly, not a wife. So we try to avoid the word. So you are looking for someone as a man. The sister, it applies the same, because haqqul ikhtiyar, the right to choose a husband, equally like the husband has the right to choose a wife. So I just recently had a lecture of Sheikh Uthman Khamis, Hafidahullah, famous scholar from Kuwait. He said, a man went to see a woman. Yeah, the typical scenario, the man walks in and sits down near the father-in-law to be, and then you know how it is, right? So the woman will come with a tray, walking like this with a cup of tea or something, few things, and trying to present. You know, you have seen it all, right? Okay, khalas. So she went there and gave the shahi to the man to drink, and the man is looking, and nothing is happening because she was in full niqab. And then the woman walks out. So the husband to be is, because it's her right to also see him and his right to see her. That's the way it is. So when she went away, the husband to be said to the father-in-law to be, you know, but wallahi hiya munaqqaba, she is in niqab and I need to see her, it is my right. Then he said, you know, my daughter told me that I have the right to choose him also, so I will go in my niqab. If I accept him, then I will uncover my niqab for him to see me. Which means that she rejected him and she walked out. It's just, it's funny, but it's a fact, and that is her right, and that's the way she wanted to practice. Wallahi halwa hazi. So, in the-dunya hulwatun khadira, subhanAllah, the word came and the hadith is exactly that. وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ مُسْتَخْلِفُكُمْ فِيهَا لِيَنْظُرَ كَيْفَ تَعْمَلُونَ فَاتَّقُوا الدُّنْيَا وَاتَّقُوا النِّسَاءَ فَإِنَّ أَوَّلَ فِتْنَةَ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ كَانَ فِي النِّسَاءِ. You see the power which Allah has given to the species called woman. There are a species which inshallah will never finish because they are multiplying. But also at the same time, they have a very important role to play. As I said, the relationship is a relationship of complementary between each other. Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, and the hadith is in Sahih Muslim, that this dunya is hulwa and khadira. Hulwa means sweet. Khadira means green. He is a man, that's Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, talking from a place called desert, where green is a lavish luxury not easily coming by. Greenery, Islamically and even in societies, it also means something lavish, something powerful, something attractive, something productive, and green grass, green vegetables, green fruits, whatever, right? Trees. So Rasulullah said two things. Hulwa, sweet, when you eat. That is related to your taste. So your fulfillment of the taste is hulwa, this dunya. Khadira is related to your eyes and what you see. It's lavish, green, attractive. This is what dunya is, fulfilling and at the same time attractive. And Allah has put you here as vicegerent to test you, related to your iman. فَيَنْظُرَ كَيْفَ تَعْمَلُونَ. What am I supposed to do in you? He sallallahu alaihi wasallam is teaching us, one of these is فَاتَّقُوا الدُّنْيَا. Be careful, don't get carried away with this world more than what you are supposed to. When you go after this dunya, only up to the amount where you need to be, that's fine, alhamdulillah. Then he picked up one thing from this entire dunya. You see, you have got Lamborghinis, you have got whatever cars and whatever jets and planes and houses and buildings and all of these ni'mah in hundreds and millions. But Rasulullah picked one thing. What is it? Can I hear it loudly, men folk? Say it, don't be afraid. You didn't even speak, Sheikh. What are you afraid of what? You are fattaqud dunya wattaqun nisa, women. Be careful of women. Did anybody ever tell you, or did you ever tell your child, hey, my son, be careful, there is a small leaf fallen down from the tree there? Did you say that? No. Non-significant. Be careful of that mosquito, though millions of people they die from mosquito or from flies. You don't. Be careful of something small, a baby lamb. You never say that. Be careful of asad, a lion. Be careful of snakes, be careful. They are not snakes, don't worry. But what I'm saying is something dangerous, something which can affect you, or something which can give you benefit. Something which has got that extreme power of control. And that is the woman. In no way this hadith demeans and belittles any woman. But this hadith gives that title to a woman no Western society can ever give. Allah has made women so powerful. Wattaqun nisa. They can twist you on her finger like a lattu. You know, in Urdu they call a lattu. That thing goes round like this. Yes. That's the way that's what has been given to them. And we masakin will keep on dancing, twisting like this. It's, wallahi, this is fitrah. And if you are not twisting and dancing for her whims, then you have to check, are you a man? This looks funny, but this is serious. This is how it is. فَاتَّقُوا الدُّنْيَا وَاتَّقُوا النِّسَاءَ. The first of the fitna Bani Israel was starting from the women. That's what Rasulullah said. So we are talking about a topic which is extremely important, ya ikhwan. Aywallah. Enough it is that if you get imra'atun salihah, faqad istakmala nisradihini. Our women folk, for us, are half the deen. That's it. Half the deen. Half your religion, ya akhi. And you cannot have an ideal family without her. Simple. And she cannot have an ideal family without what? Men. Men and women cannot be same. Impossible. Equality between men and women in their rights. If you really closely take a telescope and see the rights which Islam has given to women and men, they override us by miles. Many women, many men, they feel that men has got more rights. If you feel that, it means you are totally influenced by the un-Islamic Western culture and society. It has engraved in your mind that you started to feel like this. If you have the proper Islamic culture, proper Islamic teaching, you will know that the rights with the women they enjoy over you as a man are way above. Now, and that's why many men, they are even those who are really feel Allah Azza wa Jalla at times, they think that should I be married or not, because there are so many responsibilities Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to ask me about. And then, you know, people they choose ideal family. Do you know where does the ideal family starts with? Choosing a righteous woman for yourself. This is the beginning of you and me when we started our family. If you choose a wife who is mutadayyina, salihah, taqiyya, mu'mina, you will never fail. Barakallahu fikum. That's why Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, I'm going to tell you something. This is a secret. You have to know it. But this is in a hadith. A secret, why? Because we don't know about it. Ala ukhbiruka bi khayri ma yaqtanizul mar. I'm going to tell you, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that what is the best thing which you can possess? Some will say a car, some will say a house, some will say a big budget, some will say a good job, education. No, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, al-mar'atu salihah. A righteous wife as a woman. This is the best you can have from this world. And then who is this beautiful woman we are talking about? إِذَا نَظَرَ إِلَيْهَا سَرَّتْهُ. إِذَا نَظَرَ إِلَيْهَا سَرَّتْهُ. When you see her, you smile. You feel happy. You have that radiance in yourself, satisfaction, complete at peace. And it's never going to be only physical attraction. That possibly can be the last thing. It's the manners, the akhlaq of that woman. The way she respects you. The way you respect her. وَإِذَا أَمَرَهَا أَطَاعَتْهُ. When you order her something, you request from her something, she does it for you. Both of you together in that house, you are trying to make it a home. A man can't do it alone, or even a woman cannot do that in perfection. وَإِذَا غَابَ عَنْهَا حَفِظَتُ. If he is not around, she protects the chastity, which includes the family and so forth. Believe me, when we talk about ideal family, there is so much we can say. There are so many challenges at the same time of what we all are going through. But as I started from the beginning of the road, which started with Adam and Hawa alayhim as-salam, and then the influence, the shaitan, which made the two of them commit what was unforgivable. And here we are in the end of the road, but with the return to that same destination from where we started. It started from Adam and Hawa. And the best way for us to complete is together as husband and wife and become another Adam and Hawa. So it starts with choosing what is most ideal for you, then protecting what Allah blesses you with all those conditions which are there, how to bring up your children, keeping in mind social media, dangers, relationships, and all of those things. Barakallahu fikum. We need to bring up our children in a way which is pleasing to Allah. MashaAllah, you have got so many Islamic societies here, such as at-Taqwa, such as these brothers who have arranged for today, the conference and so forth. I've been with them for years now. We need to support them unconditionally. Not everybody supports with money. Wallahi, some of us, we may make dua for them and accept it, and boom, our sheikh comes down with 747, ICDC, here, you come 10 million, I saw it in the dream. It happens. Rarely, but it can happen. So you make that dua of this sheikh coming with his oil money and giving to them. That's what you can do. And others will become the sheikh of the oil themselves and come with them. And barakallahu fikum. I would like to conclude this with a very beautiful story. Remember, ma la yudrak kullahu, la yutrak jullahu. What you can't have all, don't abandon it entirely. We can't have all of this which I'm going to say here, of this story, but we can try. I already mentioned the difference of our forefathers to what we are in today. But if we try to imitate, we may get somewhere. This is about how to, I had many examples, I will only conclude with one. And that is of Sa'id ibn Musayyib, rahimahullah, with his student Abu Wada'a. He's a student who never used to shy away from his classes. All of a sudden he disappeared because his wife died and he was taking care of his home. The Sheikh, Sa'id ibn Musayyib, he asked, where is my student Abu Wada'a? Rahimahullah. They told him that his wife died, so he's taking care of his home and he will come back later. He went to Abu Wada'a, or this Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib, who never missed any salah in the first line. He said, I never saw a person standing in front of me in line. And this is the Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib we are talking about. He said, do you want to get married? He said, how am I going to get married? I have no money. He said, do you want to, how much you have? He mentioned 1 or 2 dirham. He said, Khalas, zawajtuka binti. I am giving you my daughter in marriage. They got married, everything. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib, he came home and then it was night and he realized that Abu Wada'a is without a wife and his wife is here, my daughter. He took his daughter, went and knocked the door. Man, Sa'id. He said, Abu Wada'a, I was wondering who this Sa'id is. In the end, I found out that he's my sheikh. He said, I gave you my daughter in marriage and I did not want you to spend another night without her. So the daughter was standing behind him. He took the daughter and gave it to him. And then he went away and the daughter, she almost fell down out of being shy and modest. Of course, the mother found out of this husband, and then things happen after. Alhamdulillah, all good things. And then after a few days, Sa'id wanted to go to the Abu Wada' to the master. Daughter is asking, where are you going? Said, to my sheikh to learn. He said, what are you going to learn? Come here, ta'al. Whatever you want to learn from my father, I will teach you. She memorized all of the lessons of her father. It's not a false, it's a true story, not a fiction, but a perfect narration. We can't maybe achieve that, but we can try to do that. Wa barakallahu fikum wa jazakumullahu khairan. And I apologize for taking more than what I should have been from your time. May Allah bless you all and keep us all in the best of the blessings of Allah, and help us have a family which is pleasing to Allah. Wa barakallahu fikum. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.